Increasingly, we must turn to guerrilla tactics, both offensive and defensive, to protect our assets and our liberties. Guerrilla warfare is a tactic of war in which small groups of fighters use irregular military tactics against a larger, more powerful enemy. The English term was derived from the Spanish word for war, guerra, and was first used when Spanish guerrillas crushed Napoleon's armies in the Peninsular War. The tactics were so effective that the name stuck. These guerrilla tactics can be ambushes, sabotage, raids, and hit-and-run operations. Guerrilla tactics are often used by civilians trying to overthrow or weaken a government or regime. Guerrilla tactics often work because the enemy is larger and less mobile. These same kind of guerrilla tactics can be used by individuals against the state or against better-funded litigants. The world is full of adversaries who want to steal your assets and your freedom. It's not always possible or advisable to play by the rules set by your opponent. When you play by somebody else's rules, you're likely to lose the game. That's the trouble with dealing with traditional advisors, such as high-priced lawyers and accountants. They can only play the game using rules set by the enemy. So how do we use guerrilla tactics to protect our assets, our income, and our liberty? 1. Tell no one. Secrecy and surprise are key to guerrilla tactics. Nobody can seize assets they don't know about. Don't be tempted to brag about your secret bank accounts or your overseas stash of gold. If you have a secret bolt hole in another country, only tell someone if they must know about it. 2. Legally own nothing. You should own nothing in your own name. That's why many of the ultra-wealthy have charitable foundations or trusts. They let you keep control of your assets and decide how they're used without having personal ownership. 3. Have an escape plan. We never know what the future holds. The key is being prepared. Have properties overseas. Have a way to get there that's well thought out. Have overseas bank accounts and businesses that can fund your overseas life. 4. Be anti-fragile. The concept of being anti-fragile means that you have a backup for everything. You have second passports and residences. You make sure you have overseas bank accounts, precious metals, and crypto. You have a home in another country where you can go in an emergency. More importantly, you have the mindset to make a move quickly if you must. 5. Take action. It's not possible to do any of these things after something has gone catastrophically wrong. You can't move your money after your assets have been frozen. It's not possible to get on a flight after they cancel your passport. That's why it's important to be prepared in advance for any eventuality. Guerrilla tactics to protect yourself and your assets are crucial. Governments are increasingly authoritarian and in some cases downright insane. Asset freezing orders are used liberally in civil litigation. Anyone with assets must be prepared to come under attack. It's much easier to make plans, years in advance of problems arising. It can be done at a leisurely pace, when you act in plenty of time. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to find out more about using guerrilla tactics to protect your assets, follow the link in the description.